Welcome to the Economical Tourist. Today I'm going to show you some websites I use when I'm planning a trip. First of all, you have to decide where is it that you want to go. I would like to go to Prague in this example. I have never been to Prague, but I've heard lots of good things about it. And then you have to decide when do you want to go. So Google is your friend. So I will start off by saying best time to visit Prague. Okay. Shoulder season from mid-April to May and September to mid-October. So I would like to go in September, I believe. So let's look up the temperatures in September. September, the high is 68, the low is 52. That is not too bad. Let's go to this AccuWeather site real quick. So I'm seeing a lot of highs in the high 60s, low 70s, and lows in the high 40s, low 50s. So that is not bad. You could carry around a jacket, and as long as it's not too windy, you'd probably be okay. Hopefully it's not like rainy season or anything like that. That's something you could look up later. Okay, so we are going to go to Prague in the Czech Republic in September, and we have saved up money for it, or we're getting some great deal on a credit card on travel points, and your job is fine with you taking off a week or more to go on this trip. So let's get ready to go to Prague. Where do we go first? So TripAdvisor wants me to book through them, which is fine, but we'll come back to that later. I would like to go to TripAdvisor to look at their hotels. So let's pull up Prague. And let's go to the hotels. So I would like something that's $100 or less if possible. I know Europe can be expensive for Americans, so $100 or less would not break the bank, so to speak. And when you're looking at these hotels, you also have to think, what part of Prague do I want to go to? So let's go to Google Maps. Let's go back. And let's look at Prague real quick and just see what it looks like. Okay, we can turn on the satellite view. Here is the city of Prague. Okay, right away, just from traveling to Europe in the past, it looks like this area is kind of the old historical part, and it looks like it'd be nice to walk along here. And there's an area called Old Town. Okay, let's go to Old Town, and let's see what that looks like. So when you click on Old Town, it's going to bring up these pictures of Old Town in Google, and let's see what those look like. Okay, looks like a very touristy place, nice place to walk around, lots of old buildings. Cool, some outside sculpture, you're by a river. Looks like Old Town's going to be a nice place to go. So then we can go back to TripAdvisor and decide on what neighborhood we'd like to go to. And right here, here's neighborhoods. Sorry. So Old Town, I don't know how you say that. I'm not going to try. Old Town seems like it'd be a good neighborhood to go to. And I don't know if it just updated everything or not. Oh yeah, these are all in Old Town. Okay, let's take a look at these hotels in Old Town. Okay, this one is a good price, Design Hotel Jewel Prague. Let's take a look at it real quick. So you're on TripAdvisor, you're looking at your hotel, and when you come up to these photos, these are going to be the professional photos first. So when you click on the professional photos, they're all going to look nice. So the bathroom looks nice, but it's shot from an angle that probably makes it look larger than it really is. That area looks really cool. Fun place to hang out, have wine or coffee. Hopefully they offer a little restaurant, cafe, in case you want to eat at the hotel. Looks like everything is going to be nice. I feel like the rooms are probably small, but hopefully the amenities, the environment, the ambiance, the bathroom, everything's nice. What you can do is get out of the professional photos and go to the traveler photos. And you can see a lot more of the traveler photos. And if you want to see the bedroom and the bathroom, you can just scroll down. Let's see. A good shower can make any room better. Okay, here's the bathroom. Seems small but cute. Let's get out of this. And let's go back into Traveler again. And I mean, you can look at these all day to get an idea of the hotel inside and outside. That's a good shot of the bathroom. That looks like a good bathroom. Looks fine. I like all the tiles. So they put some thought into it. That's good. Then you can go read the reviews. Don't take anybody's word for it. Just go read the reviews of people who have stayed there. And this person says right here, yes, it has small rooms, but they are cute and clean with a big bathroom, so you can overlook that. And this person gave it a really good review, gave the hotel a good review. So maybe the rooms are small, the bathroom's nice, looks like it's in a good area, has some amenities, and looks like it'd be a fun place to stay. You can go back to your Google Maps, and we can search for Design Hotel Jewel Prague. There it is. And definitely looks like it's in Old Town where we were already. And you can come down here and get a look. Right away I can tell you, there's a little plaza by it. And looks like you could walk through all these little areas and go wherever. Look, there's Chocolate Cafe. Okay, that's got to be good. So you can grab the Street View person, put them right by the hotel. And it looks kind of like, every European city, but it looks like they took old buildings and they've maintained them, for the modern era. Nice plaza. We go down here and see the front of the hotel. That's cool. There's a cafe, there's a bar. Nice little place. I'm sure there's shopping and other coffee places nearby. I'm sure there's lots of parks nearby, other plazas. So, looks like a good place to me. You can also go on Google and you can do top 10 things to do in Prague. And here's TripAdvisor again, top 10 things to do in Prague. And when you do this, it's going to tell you all these different things. A walking tour is always nice. I bet a walking tour in Old Town would be good. These boats. Old Town's not too far from the river, so I believe you could get to a boat pretty easily to take a boat tour. So I feel like if you're in Old Town, you'll be able to walk everywhere and do lots of cool stuff. I feel like just walking down the sidewalk would be good. So this seems like a good hotel. So now let's go to Expedia. That's a site I use a lot. And let's see how much it would be to book a trip to Prague in September. So I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So I'll start off with DFW. We are going to Prague. We're going to leave in September. So let's leave September 15th. Let's say we're coming back on the 22nd. And we'll pretend like it's just me going. And normally I would not book a trip this early. I usually book it 2 to 3 months before I'm actually leaving. And I don't know if that's a good rule or not. I seem to have luck when I wait until it gets a little closer. So we're pretty far out right now for a September trip. So let's search and let's see what hotels and flight combinations they will offer on Expedia. And I will say I have some points with Expedia. So if I were actually logged in, the prices would probably be a little cheaper than what we're about to see. Okay, here are all the different prices for Expedia, what they can offer. I would like to spend $1,300 to $1,500. So some of these are out of my price range. So they give you a lot of different choices. There are a lot that are in my price range. If you clicked on one, let's do one. Cathedral Prague Apartments. Okay, I do not know this. Sounds interesting. Let's look at this one real quick. This is different. Doesn't look like your normal hotel. It looks like an Airbnb or like apartments that were converted into an Airbnb type of place. Whoa, it's a cool bathroom. Place to stay. So our design Jewel Hotel did not come up on Expedia for the flight combination. But let's see if we stayed here, what the flights would be like. Okay, let's save money and choose the standard room. It's $0 more per night, so we don't have to pay any more for that. And now it's going to tell you about your flight. Okay, I would like one stop if possible. Sometimes when you choose that, it makes your flight more expensive. That's a lot of time to be on a plane, 16 hours, but it doesn't cost any more. And 9:21 is not bad. You're getting to Prague pretty early, so you have to look at check-in times. Because if you get to a city too early sometimes, you won't be able to check in, but they will hold your bags for you, and maybe you can go eat lunch and just walk around a little before you officially check in. So let's choose this one on United. And now it'll ask you about your return trip. This one's one stop, 15 hours. So we could choose that. And then it's going to tell us what it would be. Hotel plus flight. Okay, it's going to be $14.65. And a lot of times when you check out of your hotel, there will be more fees. This is already telling you due at hotel $5.76. But there can always be more fees. I stayed in Mexico at a Marriott, and they had all these resort fees at the end. They tell you ahead of time, but I'm not really sure why they have to charge all those fees. But it was a nice place. Okay, so we've got all this. And you'll go next to final details. And you'll get to a point where you're going to pay, and that's it. You've confirmed it. And when you get to that point, just be careful because you may not be able to cancel after you confirm and you hit OK and you make the purchase. Sometimes Expedia will give you 24-hour cancellation, so at least you have 24 hours to think it over. I think a lot more people need more like a week to think it over than 24 hours. But just always be careful and realize that you may not be able to get a refund after purchasing these. Now, we did not find the hotel we liked earlier, Design Jewel, so let's go back and we can book it through TripAdvisor. So if we go back to TripAdvisor, it gives you a lot of different options for booking the hotel. This one you save some money, Agoda, so let's view that deal. So you could book through Agoda, and it has it right here. And so when I click on that, it should take me to a place where I can choose. Okay, here we go. This is the room. free Wi-Fi, free cancellation before September 13th. That's great, free cancellation. But you also need that for your flight. It's hard sometimes to cancel a flight. But let's select this. It says select pay later, and it says it's risk-free. So let's hope that's true. Okay, looks like you could pay later if you wanted to. That's a good deal. It's nice when you can get a refund. I think that happens a lot more with the hotels than the flights. Well, let's say we booked the hotel for a week through this website, Agoda, which TripAdvisor brought us to, but we still need to get the flight. So if we're not going to use Expedia, let's go to Kayak. Just to give you another option, you could do the flight through Expedia. You could also go like on American Airlines and just book it through there. But I want to look at Kayak real quick. Okay, we got Dallas to Prague, 9:15 and 9:22, one adult. Okay, let's search. And again, we're doing this kind of early. If you waited until it gets closer to the trip, you may have more options. But right away, I see 32 hours. That's not happening. Let's take off the 2+ stops. Okay, this one is 11:17. One stop, one stop. But look right below it, just a little bit more expensive is Air France. One stop at Charles de Gaulle, and it's 12 hours and 13 hours. That is much, much better to me. Let's go to View Deal. So when you are booking a flight, you want to see how many stops it has, how long is the flight duration. But another very important thing is how long is the layover. So since there's one stop, there will be a layover going there and there will be a layover coming back. Okay, this is where you choose your seat. We can scroll down. And I believe there's going to be an option to see more. Okay, here it is. Summary of your trip, show details. Okay, right here, connection in Paris, 1 hour and 30 minutes, 1 hour and 10 minutes. That is a short layover, and it gives you a little bit of time in case something goes wrong. So that's not bad. I'm not crazy about this price. I wish all flights to Europe were less than 1,000, but you're not always going to get that. So this may not be the cheapest option or options that we've looked at today, but I just wanted to show you different websites I would use to choose the hotel. I would look at the reviews, the pictures, the professional pictures, and the traveler or amateur pictures. I would either do a bundle trip through a site like Expedia, or I would book through a site like TripAdvisor or lots of other sites there are. And then I would book the flight through Expedia or through maybe Kayak or even through the airline's own website. So you have lots of different options. But definitely figure out what the weather is going to be like. Look at the tourist attractions. Where do you want to walk to? What do you want to see? Is your hotel close enough? Look to see if there's a metro, and there is one in Prague, and see if the metro will take you everywhere you need to go. And think about cost. You're going to pay for the flight. You're going to pay for the hotel. You're going to pay for transportation from the airport to the hotel and back. You're going to pay some additional costs probably when you check out of the hotel. You're going to pay for meals and shopping and attractions and transportation to the attractions, unless you can walk everywhere. And you're also going to pay if you have like pets that you need to board or something like that. So definitely think of all the cost before you do this, but use the different sites to see the reviews. So TripAdvisor will give you reviews. Expedia will give you reviews. Google will give you reviews. So look at all the reviews and read about, see what people are saying about the hotel, and look at all the pictures. And that way you'll have a more informed decision before you finally confirm and submit that payment. And hopefully there's a refund policy if you change your mind. But I hope this has helped you a little today, and feel free to visit my website, economicaltourist.com, to see other topics I have talked about. Thank you.